like being behind the scenes.
Yeah, that is funny too, cause like we've met and stuff.
Yep.
You know, but like I've never like even like hung out with you outside of it, and I've never seen you. So you are like the behind the scenes man.
That's the fucking goal, man.
That's sweet, dude.
I'm the muscles. I move shit done. I get shit done.
I'm the muscle.
They're the brains. They mastermind. I just fucking move things, pick them up.
Nah, but I can tell just from talking to you guys, you have like good energy, good vibes. You guys are gonna do good things.
Yeah, man.
And you do seem to like be like the one, especially in Connecticut, because so many people are like anti-dispensary, anti-sesh, or the complete opposite.
Yeah.
Like only sesh, like community and everything. But you guys have been like you know what the best compliment I've gotten was like someone's like, "You're Switzerland."
Yeah.
That's obviously I'm not too educated. I was like, okay, Switzerland, what does that mean? You know? But I was like, oh, so like neutral.
Neutral. No drama.
Yeah.
Our motto was playing nice in the playground, you know? Just
I like that.
Be cool with everybody.
Weed in Connecticut, it's Connecticut. Fuck with it.
Yeah. And we were talking a lot downstairs too. Where'd my blunt go?
Way over there.
He is, dude. He knew. He was like, if you need anything to grab, I'm like, don't worry about it, dude. He's like, you are a great behind the scenes man. But I already forgot my train of thought on that. We were talking downstairs about, I think I was talking about like the club and stuff like that, and how you could do a club in Connecticut. Like, there's only people like you guys or even me that like can kind of be the in-between.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a lot of people are anti this or pro that. That state's like so fucked up when it comes to like the consumers. Like I was telling you before we started this that like we tried to even make a podcast, and the content we put out there, I strictly try to do it for the end consumer.
The
like,
weed smoker.
Yeah. And it's like so much content or so much of this stuff is about the hustle. And you were telling me downstairs about Jason Ortiz.
Yeah.
And what was really cool about talking to Jason Ortiz on here was that he was I was like kind of saying these things to him, and he's so like political that he's like what's that called in where you like rebuttal something or you spin? Yeah. So he's like so good at the spin
golly for sure.
Yeah, and
for
he was
sure.
like yeah, that is true, but like he telling me all these different facts about like why that is in Connecticut and why people are like looking for community and things like that. But I think for you guys is you guys have like you've even said so many people sell weed or like everything is for like the hustle and people want to make money and all these things. It's like I've learned that the more you try not to make money is when you'll make a lot of money.
That's what we're hoping.
It's true though. It's true.
We haven't made money yet, but like we've made community. We've made a lot of friends.
Yeah.
We've made a lot of people like who are really about smoking weed, and that's what we're here for. We're here for
and you
the
see
weed
that money
smokers.
comes in that way.
Yeah.
You know, like if you really try to go out and like do these types of entrepreneurial things in cannabis that isn't just
probably
directly
fail.
selling.
It'll probably fit. Like, you got to be out there for the people who are the weed smokers, and then that community should hopefully support you if you're out there being authentic in what you're doing.
Yeah, I do a lot of work on branding with people. They'll reach out to me about that type of stuff. And I try, and they're like, "Oh, what do you think about this name?" Or "What do you think about all of these things?" And it's like, I try to be like, "Don't do that." It's like, who are you?
Yeah.
First of all, who are you?
Who you are.
What are you trying to portray? Who's your consumer of your products that you're trying to be out there? And that's what was cool about what you said. You were like, Connecticut. If it's cannabis in Connecticut, we're about it.
Yeah. Doesn't matter who,
dude,
what, where.
And it's funny. I'll be vulnerable, Paul, on this podcast with you right now, Kev. That's what I was saying, like how we wing it. It's like get into like the deep emotions of it, just like on the spot. Is like I'm from Connecticut, and everything about me is Connecticut. And I even told you like I got the spot in Brantford to do the New York stuff, and I love it there. But like I find myself running away all the time.
Yeah, I mean,
just because of laws and the things we've talked about.
Connecticut's tough to love sometimes, but like that's why we have Connecticut to love Connecticut.
And it's not about the things you would think, right?
No, like you said, it could be like town and zoning issues and stuff like little nuances or just taxes or whatever. Don't get me wrong, there's definitely a lot to hate, but somebody has there was a void. That's why we created Connecticut, to fill the void of somebody liking Connecticut, being proud of Connecticut, and then doing something for Connecticut and the people of Connecticut, and trying not to run away from it, even when it's giving you headaches and frustrations and shit like that.
And you know what's cool is you didn't say anything about cannabis right there, and you are cannabis.
Yeah, I mean,
so it's like everything
I'm
you
high
said,
the whole time I'm doing this.
No, but that's what's cool. My point is like you're in a space in cannabis that's like, obviously as entrepreneurs, it's a very hot commodity right now. But also at the same time, you just brought everything around it. You just highlighted everything around it. You know what I mean? Like, and that is what's so cool, I think, about Connecticut is that you guys are a real community. And I pride myself on, trying to do the same, like a similar thing, but like I'm not as community oriented as you guys. That's why it's cool to have you guys here. I feel like I'm learning something from how you guys do it.
We enjoy your entrepreneurial spirit and how you do your things, and like there's things to you that we need to learn, and like
it's gonna be a total bro fest on the Breakfast Connections pod today.
We're trying to hustle too. Don't get me wrong. We want to make money out of this. Like,
Yeah.
There's only so many hikes I can go on for free. My wife's like, okay, just take the whole afternoon off and just go hang out. Like, but she knows, like, she sees the value in it. She sees like the messages we get from people from like around the state or around the country, even like, wow, I really needed that hike, or I love. Somebody's like, I had PTSD before the pandemic or during the pandemic, and just being out on these hikes, this gives me a community I didn't have before. Thank you.
It's funny. I was with Sarah from Sea Creations yesterday, and I was just talking to her about like the events because we're doing one with her next week too. And because she sees a lot of people at shows and end consumers and stuff, and I really was like to the point asking her, I was like, do the people really want that? Like I was like very direct.
Right,
I was like, do these people you see, are they like really willing to go out there and pay tickets and like be a part of these events? I wanted to even say it as like a term of events in like a business standpoint. I was asking her, and she answered it a really cool way in the way you're saying of, they're like, yeah, they need it because of X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean? So it really is. You could say post-pandemic, different PTSD things and different issues that people have. Yeah. I told you a little bit when I started this venture, I wanted to open up a bar for weed. And it was like, epic failure. Don't do it.
Every bro wants to open a bar,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, bragging rights.
Yeah.
They come to my bar. But but the thing is, like, we learned that different types of people come to these things. Introverts, people looking for something, people in this fucking crazy world in America, like people getting off other drugs, and like even just alcohol and or relationships, and they just need some community to talk to people. And I think that's what's really cool about cannabis for me is like from my calling is I've been selling weed forever. And I've brought a lot of people together myself just with like my personality. And then with the weed, it's like what? Like, right. Like everyone knows that different people smoke weed together. It's a beautiful thing. So all of that combined for me has been cool. And I'm a big boy. I like to eat. So we brought the food in. That's like all it really is. But you guys seem to have it in a sense of so much more, especially with the state. And that's why the name is the state is in your name.
Yeah. There was a void. So I was living in Maryland for many years, and in Maryland, they love their state flag. Their state flag is on fucking everything. Shoes, socks, shorts, hats, everything. And I realized in Connecticut, we have none of that. We have no state pride. So for somebody to like wear Connecticut proudly, one, there's nobody else doing that. So I felt that we could bring people together under that. And then two, the weed. Like, we have weed. Because of these federal laws, you can't export it. You can't import it from other states, or you shouldn't.
Right.
So we have to smoke Connecticut weed. So we better be fucking proud of it. We better like brag about it, or else New York's gonna gobble up our game. Rhode Island,
which happens with a lot of other consumer consumption products.
Yeah. Yeah, all these big states like Massachusetts, Boston, they'll take what we got. So like we need to be the ones repping it and being prideful for it. So that means partnering with dispensaries. That means partnering with the underground. That means talking to everybody who's in weed in Connecticut and just kind of being bedfellows with everybody.
I love that, man. And that's the thing that's ringing in my head was what you said of like, if it's dealing with Connecticut and weed, it's like we want to be a part of it. I think you guys are going to go really far with that, just that alone. And like, I'm telling you, even for me, again, being vulnerable, like I find myself doing the opposite, dude. And trust me, like I'm learning so much more recently how much I love my town of Branford and in Connecticut. And Duncan for Better Ways too. So we like trust he loves that town too and shit, dude. You know what I mean? So it's like but you see it's like there is something about that small state, that those small towns, it's like there's something super special about it that isn't really highlighted. So I like what you're saying with the gap that was missing, and then weed brings people together. And I think you guys should really do it. I think you guys should really pursue a club out there, because I told you I tried to do it, and it's just like it's so difficult. But you guys, like I was saying, like Switzerland,
Yeah.
it's like you guys can like really do it.
You ever watch John Wick where they have like the safe house or the hotel where
Yeah.
nobody can shoot anybody here? It's the safest place.
Yeah.
That's what we want to be for fucking everybody.
That was a G moment, dude.
And just bring
Lucas
everybody.
clip that.
Yes. Clip that. Clip that.
John Wick is
Just
cool.
like, yeah, we want to be like the hotel. To have everybody come in, just neutral flag, neutral place.
I don't
it's
remember
called the hotel.
Is it?
I think it's called the hotel.
That's cool. They came out with like a whole show about it too. I
Yep.
gotta watch that. Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
that's what we're all about.
No, I like that, man. And so you guys I met you at the bazaar.
Yep. I met you like it might have been like 5 o'clock
In the morning. Yeah, I remember
in this
that.
long ass car line in Hamden. We were about to go into like some warehouse or some shit. It was, but it's like
Wild
a core
times.
memory. It's a core memory. I had a
Yeah.
fucking table in my hand. Like I gotta keep my spot. Keep my spot
That
right
was
here.
so nuts, dude.
Yeah.
That was something I learned so much from that time of just like, because I haven't seen anything like that again.
No, I mean,
I really haven't, dude.
no, like that was a unique time in cannabis, and it was in
the
Connecticut.
country.
Like people, you were coming from Rhode Island, people were coming from New York, people
Yeah.
were coming from everywhere to come to this bazaar. Yeah, man, that was
It was so many people, dude.
that was my
Was
table.
it
You
like-
moved my table, dog. Nah, get the fuck out of here. Nah, I need to be. I mean,
And what time? What time did we get? I think like we saw each other at 5.
Yeah,
Like
we'd been there for like an hour. Or so.
Yeah,
Like,
I think I got there like 4.
the
dude.
sun was coming up.
Let me give
Dog.
you a little journey of my.
Yeah,
Me and my buddy Brendan were talking about it because I was out here and I would go to his little apartment in Branford and sleep on his floor.
to wake up early to be there
To
for.
wake up at like 2:30 in the morning. I would like get allegedly get all of my products together. Allegedly get products together, you know, like working throughout the night. Lay on the floor, dude. Like literally sleep on the floor of this place with
See?
no pillow. I'd be like a hoodie as my pillow.
Just to get up and hustle, man.
And just
You gotta
go and
to
do
work.
it. Yeah, and you know what's fucking crazy, Kev? I loved it.
It was the
I did-
coolest
it
thing.
was so
it was
hard.
so
Like,
cool.
trust, that was so hard to do. I was doing it all by myself, but like it was so
Like,
I wish I could do that again.
How many people did you see? How many weird interactions did you have? How many like usuals did you like? It was the thing, man. It was
And
the
I
thing.
will give those guys credit because a lot of people have like mixed views. Is like, think about even this right now. All of it, not even just the relationship, all of this. And I could say that it's like wouldn't be the case without that. They should get a lot of credit.
They were the first place we vended. The summer of 2021 was a high bazaar. So
What were you doing before it? You just kind of like just starting up the brand.
smoking weed, smoking weed,
Smoking weed in Connecticut, the brand.
and not doing this.
Yeah.
So I had just moved, I was in Maryland. I lived in Maryland for like 12 years, and I was moving back during the pandemic, and I had this idea for Connecticut, and I just ran with it.
That's
the
so
second I came
sick, dude.
home.
You did it.
Yeah.
And you're at peaks and valleys like we're talking about.
Man, got my 3 best friends from high school, fucking my 4x4 team. I was like, yo, the first people I smoked weed with, I'm like, you guys gotta be in on this. I have this idea. We just gotta fucking run with it.
That's a beautiful thing.
Learn how to press t-shirts, learn how to everything, learn how to make a website, learn how to fucking.
So you know I used to be in the t-shirt business.
Yeah, there's no money in it, dog.
Well, there is if
Tell me
you
how to-
do
tell me
it
how to sell a
all of
t-shirt.
yourself. Well, how do you print t-shirts?
So now we're ordering off of other places, but we did 'em in the basement. But then like some would be crooked or
Well,
like the
you
decals we
have
send
a
would be
press?
messed- Yep, got a.
So you have
press.
a silk screen. Oh, a heat press.
Yeah.
That's the issues. You gotta do silk screen.
But then
Yours
like
are
the
good.
colors,
Those are
like,
heat press.
Yeah.
And you wash those?
This is like a 3 or 4 year old shirt.
Really?
now.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
That's heat press too.
Yeah. These I
That's
think we
not
did
bad.
these ones.
I've just seen disasters with heat press, and I'll never do it.
I mean, we've made disasters with the heat press.
I can help you with when we get off air and stuff. I'll teach.
Like, I'm thinking like
silk screen's the way to go, and you can make money. Do you know a company named Alpha Broder?
No.
So I'll hook you up with that. So you
Let's
guys
talk.
gotta know little things. It's like if you have an LLC. And you're like me, so you're legit.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
you have
well,
like your shit
I pay
together.
taxes and shit.
If
Like,
you have that, you could benefit in the t-shirt industry because I can get you champion t-shirts for $5.
oh yeah, see we yeah okay. We'll talk.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
chat.
we'll
See,
talk about
That's
it.
why we need to be here, dog.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
why we need to
but
be
yeah,
here. Like,
exactly.
the ins and outs.
But like, actually, I'll give you credit because I did, and a lot of people like weed in the t-shirt game. they're like mean and stubborn. You know what I mean? So like I will true, it's true. I will give you credit for like making that quality t-shirts with heat press and doing what you've done so far with
Thank you.
Because once you get to like finding quality blanks and then silk screening and figuring out like a good printer. Like I was blessed with a printer that was like a Wizard t-shirt printer.
Yeah, see,
that like and
we
like
had to outsource the printing to a
that's
company.
What's
and
so
then
hard.
We couldn't trust it.
There's
sometimes.
a printer. Shout out Savin Rock. Savin Rock in West Haven is the best printers in the country. Best printers.
I'll keep it local. Hell yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So like there's little things that you could figure out with that, and I can help you with some merch stuff. We've actually in New York. So I was telling you a little bit because we got these blunts right there. Shout out. I'm trying to get better with my promotion, dude. You know what I mean? I actually have something to promote, dude. You know. Yeah. Flex. Shameless flex, dude. Yeah, man. That is funny because I have a bully pit, and a friend of mine gave me that as like a gift, and I was like, he's gonna fucking destroy those. So I was like, yeah, that will not be a dog toy. That will not be a dog toy. It's gonna be a centerpiece. But what was I saying? Oh, competing against those big brands out there, you have to do everything behind a glass, right? So if you saw that box downstairs, it's like a table grabber for the blunts, which was cool, but then you're like, shit, they put that shit behind glass.
Right,
it's like it's not really like you're selling
you can't
them
go touch it.
So we've tried to do an aesthetic of like a stoner's coffee table in the morning, the wake and bake thing.
That's nice.
So we like trying to make like with that coffee cup design like dab mats and like personal ashtrays, and we're gonna try to like display that and behind the glass and have like merch
that.
to sell. So there is like all of us like if we could figure out how to like make quality merch and sell it. Like that's really how you can really make money in this thing. And then
that's where we're at.
But that's like the funny ping pong, right? It's like I told you, that shit doesn't
sell weed. Like
it doesn't, but also like the merch doesn't matter. All the community and all the other stuff you said is all that matters. The merch comes behind it. That's what I was saying where I was trying to tell people with creating brands is like you're thinking you're gonna have a product and sell it. Like who gives a shit? You know what I mean?
We found that out. Yeah.
You have to.
I felt about the Newports. Yeah, the ones we call Newport.
Yeah,
it just said Connecticut.
What is it?
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's like you figure out. You have to first separate, and then you have to like look at it from. You have to like detach, and you'd be like, all right, what the fuck is this? So when I was trying to, because I've been doing breakfast connections for years now, and I got the license in New York and was going to go out there and do it. And then I actually had to really legitimize the brand when it came to like
what it means.
Information in words as copy, you know. And I was like, shit, and I literally, you know what I did? I wrote a bio about myself, which is good. It's cool.
That's your demographic.
It's cool, but it's like that means it's an authentic piece of me. But also, I was like, fuck. I was like, what the fuck is this, dude?
Fuck
yeah, I
this.
do wake and bake and drink coffee all the time and smoke blunts, which is, that is cool. But like, what else is it? And I looked at it as like, I have a food show and I have blunts. And I told you, the only reason I have the food show is because I allegedly sold weed to like my buddies, the production guys, and they would tell me that they're indica sativa, and I would try to make it more digestible. And we would have this food show. So like what we try to do is pair products for everyday smokers at affordable prices for their lifestyles. That's how I figured that out.
But like that's what I do. That's like such a thing, like because that's me too. I wake up, I smoke weed. I might have a coffee or something,
and we don't have all the money in the world.
I don't have all the money in the world.
I want to get stoned every day. You know what I mean?
And as I travel around the country and shit, like I want to know a cool place to fall in on, and find some weed, nice little place to smoke. You do a good job of it, man. It looks good. It looks cool.
I appreciate that, man. But we went with that. And I was like, the food show, blunts. I was like, how do I put that all together? But what I'm saying is like that you figure out the merch around it after.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can't really like come out with anything and like try to make money. And that's going back to what I was saying. And it's like, because it is such a cliche, simple thing to say, like you make money by not trying to make money. But I tried to just explain it there and turn it all back around of that. You have to like detach, look at what you're doing. Why are you different than the competition? And then have a product. So I think that I'm lucky with that. And I think for you guys, you have everything going for you. And you're inspiring. That's why like I have you guys here just to like do... Like, dude, I have my members downstairs. You see like the cool... Like you'll see when people start coming, like the club that we have. And like that was the biggest thing to me is like you brought that yard game. Like I can't wait. We're going on the hike. Like... all of that stuff I wanted to bring to my members. So like you even on paper have things to offer. You guys are doing so much.
We got a club.
And I even can fucking help you with merch and stuff like that. So I think you're going to be able to like make money. And it's hard to do it because you have to do everything else first. And that's the only way you could be successful long term.
I think so we've built the foundation. We've done over 30 hikes now in 3 years. We've done about 5 or 6 munchie bunches, going to get high and going to different places around the state.
You went to the dog place, the barbecue spot?
Yeah, that was dope. Like a lot of these places are real cool. Like they're just like, hey, come on in. If you're bringing 20 stoners, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, they're gonna buy a lot of food.
Yeah, they're gonna buy a lot of food. Sit in the back and smoke in our parking lot, please. So like, it's been great. People have like rolled out the red carpet for us. We've had about 3 holiday events, like where we have a following. We got 30 people in our smoking jackets club. Yeah. So we have like a smoking jacket club. 30 members have paid to be a part of our.
Cool.
So like we got something, man. We got something. Now we just need a clubhouse for these members.
Yeah, how's that? Give me a little behind the scenes.
So we're gonna build it, man. We're gonna build it. That's that's the goal. We're looking at locations. We're looking at talking to lawyers,
zoning,
insurance,
all day, dude,
all this other stuff. But like you said, we're legit. We got the LLC work. We're gonna do it the right way. And we're gonna build a house.
It's the only way you could do stuff like that.
We're gonna build a house for stoners. It's not gonna be shady or anything like that, or it's gonna be legit. It's gonna be up and up, but it's gonna be a members only. Like
you could do it after what the High Bazaar did with their like case. Is you can do that. Like I was saying downstairs, you really can like open up a club. The only thing is gonna, like I told you, it's gonna be tough to like figure out little techniques to make money. We won't put that game on the camera. You gotta pay for that. But
pay for the classes.
Sorry, dude. I'm watching Above the Rim, and I'm getting, you know what I mean? I'm getting all barky. Like basketball, everyone's like talking shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think that there's like other like ways that you can make money off that, and I think and if you do it in Connecticut and you do it where you're from, like people you know, like you will be successful.
You should see like the people from high school that pop up at these events now. Like people are just coming out. People are coming out and supporting out of nowhere. The teachers, the lawyers, the doctors. It's everybody.
How old are you?
38.
Cool. I'm 32. Have you noticed that like people like our age as they get older, they have kids and stuff, like what's like give me like some experiences that you see with like people, like how they smoke weed and like, cause I always do when I tell people all the time, or like, yeah, dude, like doctor, chiropractors, teachers,
it's everybody
fucking
now,
basketball coaches and shit. You know what I mean?
It's everybody now. So I've been smoking since high school. Daily since like college, and that was fucking 20 years ago, right? So I've had a lot of friends who were like the alcoholics and did their drinking thing, or I only go to the bar, blah, blah, blah. But as they get older, as they have kids, as they can't drink anymore, as the law disallows them from drinking, like, hey man, they got to be smokers. Or like the smoking is just a lot chiller lifestyle.
I think it's a sense of relief too.
Yeah, they can finally do it legally now that like half the states are legal.
You know, it's kind of funny too. It's like, remember we were talking about the bar and weed difference of like
they want to stay home. They don't want to go out anymore. I'm not clubbing anymore. I'm not in the club drinking fucking vodka
sodas.
Think
how scary that is for. That's why people have problems with alcohol, dude. I don't want to be on here barking about alcohol and weed, you know, because that's easy. But it's like,
I enjoy drink every now and then, but even myself, not as much as I did back in my 20s.
It's kind of crazy that you go to that as a relief. You know, it's like you go to, like, that's so dangerous because when I go to the bar and I'm like down, I'm gonna get fucked up. I'm like, go party. It's like, who knows what's gonna happen?
That's a dangerous feeling.
You know,
I'm gonna black out tonight.
Like, I'm gonna like smoke tons of weed. I'm gonna put on a movie and be like,
I know what couch I'm gonna lay on.
The alien in the movie Aliens is super wet. That's crazy. It's like dripping wet. That's fucking crazy. I'm like, maybe I should drink some water. Salty snacks.
But like, you know where you're going.
I'm not going anywhere.
I'm not going
driving
to
my car. That's crazy.
Yeah, right. All right.
No way.
Or if you have like an Obi's drink, you're like, okay, I'm done for the night. I'm in. I'm staying here.
And maybe tomorrow.
But like that's like you were saying, like that's like weed smokers don't go. There won't be a bar for weed. It has to be like a chill place, a lounge. Maybe even beds for people to just pass out on for an hour.
Now, what were we talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea. And what was, remember like when we were kids, like nap time?
Oh, hell.
Nap time, dude.
Go get your carpet
Camino
squares.
Nap time,
time.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
The guy in the
Google was on it.
Yo,
Is that the first ones that had it, right?
I think so. Oh yeah. You nap at your desk and shit.
Yeah. Yo, so real quick, my brother was telling me a story where he has a friend that worked, I think it was Google, either Google or Apple, where they want you to work all the time so much that they'll go do your laundry.
Google.
Yeah.
I've heard that. Yep. Go do your laundry. You get there's a barber shop. They want your hair cut there. They want all your best ideas on campus. So
You
you.
don't have to leave. Just do it right there.
Yep.
Yeah,
We'll walk.
it's so
We'll walk your
crazy.
dog. Just give us your keys.
Yeah.
Like.
That's so fucked up. That's like straight manipulation.
Yeah. Totally.
But I use Google every day. How about you?
All the time.
Shout out Google?
Do I use Google? Come on. They got a monopoly on everything. They're listening right now.
Yeah. You know what we'll do? So I think what we're trying to do now is we're gonna morph these two pods in together instead of having it be like one thing and then exclusive. So I'm gonna morph this podcast into the second part of this podcast. Hold on one second, dude. Hit this blunt and I'm gonna morph. What up? Breakfast Connections blunts. Here. You see them here. I'm smoking the cat piss one right now. Futurola hemp cones. I've been smoking blunts for 15 years. I love blunts. I put dank in Dutches every day. I wanted to put a product out in the legal market that was a piece of me. That's something that I like, and also like my people who are buying, like I said, buying eighths, popping up a tube to smoke a blunt when they're golfing, hanging out with their buds, don't have time to roll. The people who work in those office jobs, nurses, accountants, people who just come home, they don't want to roll, they just want to pop it open, get a good effect, a good burn. The thing about these is they're packed by hand by our homies Revert up in Saratoga Springs in New York. This is legal in the New York market. You can get them in, I think, 5 dispensaries now that we're in New York, and we'll list them here. Royal Flower, Northern Lights Dispensary, Upstate Cannacticut, Legacy Dispensary. I think those are the ones we're in right now. We have a couple more coming online down towards Poughkeepsie and White Plains and that whole area. We're going to be getting into the city soon. Like I said, this is dank flower from Revert, hand stuffed in a Futurola hemp cone. I would never put a blunt out on the market that I didn't like. I've been putting good weed in Dutches my whole life. This is good. It's affordable. It's just flower in a blunt, not like all those other brands that have keef and hash and it's like $40, just 1 gram in a blunt. It gets you where you need to be, gets you stoned. It tastes good. It just checks all the boxes, and we wanted to make it affordable for the everyday end consumer, which is what we do on this podcast. That's what I know this is an interruption on this podcast, talking to a nice guest, someone who's in the community, building the bridge between the end consumer, smoking these blunts. Best way to support Breakfast Connections, Rosin Press Pod. Like, review, subscribe, comment, and buy some of these blunts when you're out in New York. My New Yorkers, we're just getting out there fresh and new. We've been getting great reviews on these things. We appreciate your support. I'll spark one of these up right now. That lighter doesn't work. That's embarrassing. Like I said, it burns nice. This is the cat piss right here. It's funny, like out in New York, hearing people. It's a legendary strain. I got it for effects. Knocks you out. Tastes good. Dank. Fumey. People are like, cat piss? I'm like, yeah. Get cultured. These things burn nice. No canoe. Tastes good. Get you high. Affordable. Check us out at these dispensaries you see below. Breakfast Connections, Rosin Press Pod. Moving forward. We love you. Thanks for all the support. Now back to this episode.
We're back from break.
Yeah, we're back. We're back from break. A lot has happened since you last saw us.
We only got more violently higher.
I was
check
told
out one of these blunts.
Yeah,
Tell me
you go.
more about these, Coach. Gelato, fire.
Before I talk about these blunts, I want to retract a statement that I made on the previous 30 minutes where I said Connecticut was lacking in pride. But my friend to my left over here, that is off camera, a very special man, wanted to remind me of the Connecticut Huskies and how they won 2 years in a row. Shout out Gino Oriema.
Shout out Coach Hurley.
Absolute legend. Hurley staying. Now, what are we talking about? Blunts? We're gonna move on to the next game.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I want to think about the future. I want to think about how I'm gonna do so much more Connecticut pride.
The second half.
Yeah, I'm thinking about I'm not really thinking about the past. Is that my Bill Belichick? Is that good, Bill Belichick?
This is dope, man. This is dope.
Yeah. So that is grown in Saratoga from Revert.
Okay.
In New York market, it's all outdoors, and they just started doing greenhouse.
Really?
And now they're going to be doing indoor soon. That's what's so crazy about New York, and it's good. It's really good outdoors.
It's a blunt.
And it's affordable. So in New York, it retails for $15. So like around here, it would be $10, just like any other product. Full gram. It's good. Spark it up, dude. It's really good.
I said 3 hits, and I already felt higher than your one joint.
Yeah. That's what's the cool thing about that. A lot of people don't know what outdoors is like because it's always about the look appeal. Mm-hmm. And it's sometimes danker, you know, especially if you know, like, because I know really good growers out there. And so they or actually, I'll put this out and then we'll take.
I love a good blunt. I came up on blunts.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. That's a
blunts and glass.
tobacco-less blunt. That's a Futurola hemp cone. So that's the thing, because obviously you can't do. Yeah, but you don't even really know.
You can't mix tobacco and.
I don't think we ever will be able to, which fucking sucks.
Yeah, but like that buzz. I smoke spliffs every now and then.
I love it.
During like the work day, it's a spliff.
Yeah.
And then like evening blunts or like evening joints.
Well, that's the thing. See that product's burning nice. It's good weed in there. It's not gonna canoe on you.
That's the thing about dispo joints is a lot of canoes. The weed just gets so ground down, it's like fucking dust.
Well, and these are stuffed by hand, not with a machine. And we do it per order.
Machines can't do it. AI can't take this job.
And we don't like sit. AI will never smoke weed.
Never smoke my weed, AI.
We're watching. Shout out Duncan Betterways. We're neighbors now with my apartment out there. And we were watching Terminator Salvation very late, very stoned. And I was just thinking about that. It's like, you think they're going to come after the stoners first? Because they definitely don't smoke weed. They're
going to squash us?
Yeah. No way.
We have to be the first like line of the resistance then.
Yeah. John Connor?
Yes. Was John Connor a stoner, you think?
I don't know. Who's calling me? Oh, Tim. Hold on one second. See if we'll get him on the podcast.
Hit that.
Yeah.
This man's taking phone calls and shit.
Tim, you here?
Yeah.
I'm going to go open up the door for you. You want to say something on my podcast? You're live on my podcast. Why don't you say something?
Of course he does.
Hey, what's up?
I like that. I'll go let you in. Yeah.
That's all I got.
Yo, jump on here and just have some fun. I'm gonna go let him in and host. You guys just
come on, Connecticut time,
dude.
dude. Come on, jump in.
You gonna be on the camera? There
Yep,
you go.
of course you do.
Headphones. Be professional, dude. I'll be right back. This is a great pivot for the show.
Yes.
Connecticut.
Connecticut's taking over our first Connecticut podcast. Paul, thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah.
This is dope. This is what we need, actually. Like when we get to Connecticut.
Don't overthink it. Just have fun. You know what I mean? Talk about snacks
and things.
Snacks and things. John, what's your favorite stoner snack?
I have several.
What's your go-tos?
You know what? I usually do salty, sweet, salty, and then go sweet. So
you have 4 snacks?
It alternates, yeah.
It alternates.
Yeah.
Over under on pretzels and chips.
Not a fan of pretzels.
Not a go-to?
Pretzels are meh.
It's like, this is mouth drying. Like, it's the opposite of what I want. My brother does gummies. A lot of, like, gummy snacks. So he's always sweet.
Right, so I do, like, Nerds. Nerds with the gummy Nerds or whatever. Then switch to Doritos. Then go back to,
Doritos,
like, something sweet, like ice cream.
I go to, ice cream. Yeah. I'm big into ice cream. All year round, too. Like, fucking deep of winter. You know? You say popcorn?
And then go back to popcorn, just salty, sweet.
Oh, I dig a good like popcorn, but extra butter, man. Like I make my own popcorn, like I pop it myself. Shit's delish. Skittles are a go-to of mine, but I heard that Skittles cause cancer, or like there's some cancer-causing coloring in Skittles. I know, right? It's like my favorite fucking snack.
What doesn't cause cancer?
What doesn't cause cancer? But like I've eaten like that's like my road food. The Skittles. What else do I get? Like some barbecue chips. Energy drink. But no, like a fizzy water. Do you like fizzy water?
Seltzer water?
Yeah.
What's Fizzy water, seltzer water.
Yeah.
Synonymous.
Yeah, synonymous. Same thing. Fizzy water, bubbles.
Bubbles. I do fuck with that. Yeah.
Or like a cherry Coke. I definitely drink a lot. Like if I'm doing like a long road trip, it's got to be cherry Coke. I don't know why, but I don't drink them normally. But it's like a superstition or some shit.
Oh man, but yeah, shout out to the Huskies again. It took me everything not to jump out of my chair when you're like, oh, there's no Connecticut pride. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
I'm talking about like when you come on, think about Connecticut pride, not like Yukon Husky pride.
Right, so you're separating the two.
So we're separating the two. Yes, people like the Yukon Huskies, but like also
like.
I like this, dude.
Dude,
but also
blue.
like people talk shit about Connecticut a lot.
Damn, dude. I like it.
You know people talk shit about Connecticut a lot.
I mean, haters gonna hate.
But it's like people from
hate
Connecticut.
us 'cause
Like,
they hate us.
Well, yo, but why? Okay, so yeah, Joe Rogan has a very big microphone. He definitely did shit on Connecticut and coming here. We gotta have like, if we.
He's like, it's just a highway. I'm like, yeah, but it's a sick highway.
It is a sick.
Great to drive.
It is just between New York and Boston. I know.
Rhode Island is too. But Connecticut's so sick.
But we gotta talk shit about ourselves. Like we're here. we gotta. Somebody has to swag out for us, or else nobody will.
Yeah.
And then like everybody just shits on us, or we're like, we want to be New York. We don't want to be New York. Nobody like New York is cool. Don't get me wrong, but it's also like we got woods and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got weed and shit, so we're gonna smoke it all.
You guys ever think about doing merch as like drops, like almost doing like pre-orders?
Yep. We're yeah.
Yeah. So you know Louis, Goodies by Louis.
No.
Louis Vega. He does like Wicked Treats.
Mm-hmm. He did a.
So he does like
bazaars.
food. Yeah, he does food, and he does like pre-orders of food for lunches for people like in the daytime,
Nice.
like for like work and stuff like that. So I always thought about doing something like that with merch. Well, you could probably do that with your what's it called?
Or what?
Yeah, your merch and stuff like that. You could come out with like an ashtray or anything like that.
We have all this stuff.
All the things.
Yeah.
In the trunk, actually.
Yeah. We have it in the trunk.
Let me
let folks see it.
to it.
It's all right, man. I'm happy that I got you on there.
We tried to. We're trying. We'll see
Sorry, I
how.
got podcast mode. I was like over there starting to ask questions.
We'll see how shit lands. Please.
I'm Joe Rogan.
I'm more comfortable behind the scenes.
Yeah, that's what we talked
Yo,
about.
he has
But-
so many listeners. It's ridiculous.
dude, I'm so pumped that I got you on the screen though. They bring the behind the scenes man on the screen.
I wear my fucking hat.
No, but
Dude,
yeah,
I know when you
But
put
you
up
have
your
your-
shades, dude. I thought for sure, and this would have been the coolest move. You just put the shades on. You're just
like the Terminator.
yeah. That would've been sick.
That was like what I was thinking the whole time. I was like, the one time I don't have my fucking hat.
You don't need your hat, man. You're fine. You're fine.
You're good, dude.
You just look
great.
wicked stoned.
You look great, dude. Yeah. Podcasting isn't really, something you gotta just wing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's an art form, dude. This is my 14th podcast now.
Dude, you're like seasoned.
Yeah.
Just keep going. Just keep going. Like
Just riffing?
Just riffing. Like that's. Somebody told me that about Connecticut. Just keep on going, dude. It'll figure itself out.
No,
Like,
that's actually like a thing.
Something will happen.
Yeah,
Something
that
will
is
fucking
actually
happen.
a thing. I've been proving that in a lot of different ways. Because remember, I was telling you how like I rented out Tetrahydra Club and it was just failing, and I lost so much money, and I
But
was
you
doing so
tried it.
well.
You
But
got-
I
like-
tried. But the thing is, I
respect
was
the
so
try.
close to like just not being able to pay for shit, like losing this property.
Damn.
So close, dude. I was taking care of my parents. Like it was really rough, but like for some reason, the first time in my life, I don't know if it was like age or something, where I was like, I had a sense of calm. I was like, fuck it. It was like really much like, let's like fuck it,
ride.
dude. Yeah, it's like I don't know. And then it kind of just like worked out. Like I was saying, like
Energy switch.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'll tell you real quick. You see this right here? Mm-hmm. So that's my cousin, who's like a world famous glassblower, and his wife is an astronaut that's been over 120 days in the International Space Station. There's a reason I'm bringing this up for what I said. I promise. But it's super cool, and she just came out with a book. Shout out Katie Coleman. We'll get the book right here to show. You know what I mean? For people to go buy it. And I know her. She's my cousin, and she talks. She had such a good description of like what you're talking about, because she was like a woman who, a woman astronaut in general is like there's few and far between, and she's the first woman astronaut to go in space and keep her hair. because they all cut it because it's like flies out. But she was like, I want little girls to like see that I'm a woman in space.
Oh shit!
And she was the first one to do that. So she like when the Apollo mission on the moon, her dad went to go get her brother, not her, because that's like what it was in the 60s. Because you're like, she doesn't, why would she care? You know? And like she talks about this in this book, and she talks about being denied things and the feeling of it with like sadness almost, where you're like, damn, I am not good enough. And then if you give it a couple days, something like boils in you a little bit. And then somehow you get up to this point of like, I'm going to do whatever, I'm going to do it anyways.
You're fuck it, girl.
Isn't that a really good like description of that? Of where like we don't think about it like that.
Yeah.
I asked for permission. I'm just gonna ask for
fuck it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But at first you're like, damn. You know what I mean? And then like a day goes by, you're like, damn. And then another day goes by, you're like, fuck that.
You gotta allow yourself one good day of sulking, like, yo, fuck, this sucks. Then you gotta get the fuck over it and fucking attack it if that's what you want.
Yeah. And but that's why I wanted to bring that up, because I feel like I had that when my shit was failing. You know, and I was like, fuck, dude, like this is failing and I have a lot of responsibilities. And then a day goes by, you're like, what am I going to do? I don't know. And then another day goes by, it's like, well, I got to do another event anyway. It's just because it's set up that way. And I was like, might as well talk to the people who like it. Oh. And then you find things out and then you go with it and then you get a little bit more fire and ambition in you. And then you figure it out. And then I was very successful from it. And then, some things happen and then you try new things, so you pivot, and it's like, I just think that's a really good description of that, of like that fire in your belly a little bit of like, you get sad and then it's like, then you like get a little bit going. So I think that's what that guy told you, like, you just gotta, it'll figure itself out. It really will.
You just gotta keep on going. So that's
especially
our,
if you believe in it, you have a good product.
Like
man.
we got a schedule of things. Like we know people are gonna come to our events. We got a couple more hikes this season. We're going to have an after party for the Knee Can in Hartford.
When is that?
That's going to be in October at some point. We have a market coming up at Illicit in August. We got things. So, like,
shout them out right now.
What else we got going on? We're going to be at the Connecticut Pride Festival in late June. We're doing some other shit in July, a couple beach cleanups, a couple hikes.
Nice.
We're out there, man. Like, we got a schedule on our calendar, on our website that I'm actually getting high and fixing and keeping up to date. So like there's things to look out for.
Yeah, that's great, man. Well, I'm very excited to have you guys on here and just have you up here.
Yeah, man.
You know, I like your guys' dynamic. I think you're going to do really well, and let's just keep doing collabs and shit.
Of course, man. As long as we're invited to this dope-ass place, I'm always a friend, dog. Always a friend.
Thank you,
this
guys.
is dope.
Appreciate you. Thank you for watching, listening, whatever, dude.